Hi there, I'm Sabrina and I'm the creator behind Holly Cottage. And today we are going to use Chalk Couture to decorate the front and back of this um, journal here. And this actually is part of the Creative Kickstart. It was a free gift with purchase. It came with some washi tape and some, what do you call these? Post-its, I guess. And then it had this transfer here. Actually, I think it went like this, maybe. I don't know. I cut it. It's two different designs that you can put on it. And then some washi tape as well. And again, this was a free gift with purchase, and they're still available through the end of January. So if you're interested, there's still time to grab this project. So I am going to use probably this, but I'm going to use it on the back side. And I've decided I'm going to use this journal as there's the washi tape in action there. I'm going to use this journal as kind of a junk journal. I'm going to throw just all my ideas into it at the end of the day, sort of brain dump, to help me sleep at night. Because I've found that if I just get all the thoughts that are in my head out of my head and onto a piece of paper, then I can fall asleep much easier. So I thought it would be perfect to use this sentiment here, live life in full bloom. I think it corresponds really well with these flowers as well. And so I'm going to use this. This is an old transfer. Let me grab my scissors over here. This is an old transfer from, it looks like 2022. And Life in Full Bloom is the name of the transfer. If we do still have it on the chalk site, I will link it below, but I don't believe we do. So I'm sorry. But if you ever come to any of my workshops, any of the transfers I use in my videos are available for you to use on any of the projects at the workshops. Okay, so I really love the idea of putting this on here. I feel like my space has gotten a little cluttered, but I don't know if I should put it at the top, center it, bottom justify. I think I'm going to try and center it as much as I can. See if I can try and, sorry if my head gets in here. Live life in full bloom. Let's see. That looks a little crooked to me, so I'm going to go ahead and pull that up. Again, the transfers from Chalk Couture are reusable silk screen transfers. So they are adjustable as needed. Okay, so I'm going to be using our Espresso for my sentiment. If you saw my last video, you saw me say that I like using browns as kind of my black, like as my sort of all over color at times. I'm also going to use our Ballet Slipper. This is an older chalk paste. It's called Fig. You can tell that it's kind of a little, it's not as moist, I guess. So I'm going to go ahead and add some distilled water in here just to add some moisture. And I have a little stir stick here that I'm going to use just to try and, I'm not stirring up the whole thing. I'm just going to try and create a spot where I would be able to pull some of this off of here and utilize this chalk paste. A lot of my chalk pastes are older, so you will see me doing this a lot with my chalk pastes. Try and bring them back to life as I slowly start to purchase more and more of the newer colors. The Ballet Slipper and the Espresso are both new to me colors. I just received them recently. And I should apologize. I did a small haul video and I included this into it, and I should have, this is also my pesto. I'm going to do the same. I very abruptly finished those videos because I kept hemming and hawing over this and what I wanted to do with it. And so finally I said, nope, I'm not going to finish it today because not, but I really wanted to get the cookbook stand video up because I do have a workshop that I have planned for that, and I wanted to get that up so people could kind of see what they would be doing ahead of time. Okay, so I'm doing the same with my pesto here. I'm just gonna put that there. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do the flowers first, and then I'm gonna lift that up, and then I'll do my living life in full bloom sentiment there. Okay, so I have some squeegees here, but I think I have my detail tool here as well, and then just a towel that I'm going to use to just wipe it off as I go forth. I think what I'm going to do is I'll start with my pesto here. I'm just going to grab a little bit of paste, and I'm going to just put that on top of the silk screen and kind of very gently press that through. It really doesn't take a lot of chalk paste to do this, hence why my jars of chalk paste last for so long. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and wipe this off, and I'm going to do the fig in this little guy. Now you don't want your chalk paste to be too watery because you don't want it to seep through and get all blurry. Okay. Do that again. And all of our chalk paste is washable, water soluble, washable. So I'm not concerned. I mean, I shouldn't be using a white. Should not have white towels in a craft room, but I do. So we will just leave it at that for right now. But I'm not worried about, there probably will be some staining of the chalk from the pigment of the chalk paste, but the element of the chalk paste will indeed come off of this towel when I put it in the wash. Not a big deal. Just need a little tiny bit more here. There we go. Okay, and so we want to definitely pull this up before it dries. So I'm going to go ahead and pull this part of our design up off of the so that it doesn't dry out. So you can kind of see where on this side the pesto was a little bit drier, so it kind of stuck inside the silk screen a little bit. I'll go back and redo that in just a moment. And then I'm just going to kind of very gently press this back down. Gently press that back down. And I'm going to use one of my mini squeegees for the ballet slipper. How nice and moist that is. And that's just going to go with these two flowers here. Oops. I got some of the ballet slipper onto my leaf there, and that is fine. And that's kind of why some of these, when you're doing multiple colors, you do need kind of more of that detail tool when you're using it. Okay, so I'm going to do a little bit of this pesto to put it on this. Push that pesto through there, and I will clean that off, and I will put some more of this fig color on here. Probably don't need all of that. Again, I'm just very gently pressing it through the silk screen. My tool here. And then I'll go ahead and lift this up. I just love the detail that these transfers offer when you're designing. It's so pretty. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and put that back down, and I'm just gonna make sure that my bloom, all of my words are there. Now that I'm thinking that it's so colorful, I might try and do something else with my words. Because when I'm looking at these colors here, I might just do it all in the Ballet Slipper because it's just such a gorgeous pink color. Okay, so I'm just going to make sure that this is all the way down. I'm just going to brush this across. Again, I'm just taking a little bit of chalk paste, just putting it on to the transfer. I haven't even undone all of that chalk paste. And then I'm just sort of using the tip of the squeegee to just brush over the silk screen. And then I'm going to go ahead and wipe the excess away, and I'm going to put that excess that I have in there back in there, which isn't a lot of excess, but that's fine. And I'm going to go ahead and pull this up. This journal is made with our Chalk Suede material, so it is really easy to chalk on. If you were doing this on a regular journal that's like cardboard cover, I would recommend fuzzing this a lot before you put it on here, because the cardboard might rip the transfer a little bit. So, but on Chalk Suede, it works beautifully. And look at that, that's so pretty here. I love that. Live life in full bloom. And then on the back side, what I want to do is, utilizing the same colors, is I want to utilize this design here from the collection, or from, it came with the notebook. This, because it's getting in my way. Push that forward. So I think this should cover the entire area. And again, because it's going to be kind of detailed, I'm going to do it in little bits. Okay, this is very, very sticky. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to fuzz this. I'm just going to put it on my pants that I'm wearing, and I'm going to fuzz it just to give it a little less stick, to kind of keep it okay, so this fits on here almost perfectly. If you'll see, it fits on there perfectly from top to bottom, but we are going to have this here, which is totally, you know what, there's no, let me realign that a little bit better. Go like, right up against there. Okay. So you'll see I put it right up against the edge of this. And so we have no edge here. Oops. And no edge on this side here. So I'm going to just leave that there. I might actually just push that down a little bit. I'll work my way this way. So I'll be pulling up away from me. And this is going to be a little labor intensive, so I might actually just speed up this part of the video. But again, all I'm doing is, where's my, oh, detail tool here to do all of the little intricate parts and pieces of this. So let's do it. Okay, as you can see, I ditched the detail part of this because it was very detailed and I didn't have enough of the detail tools on hand at the moment. I need to do some cleaning of things to really get in there and do it justice. And then it kind of bled a little bit right here when I was pulling it up. See down there. And so I went ahead and I just did sort of a hot mess effect of all of the colors kind of combined. I just did a little bit of green and mostly the pink and the purple for the rest of it. And again, you saw me just rubbing that in with just my fingers. If you have been following me for a while, you know that uh, crafts do not have to be messy, but even the cleanest of crafts, I will figure out a way to get my hands dirty. So I just went ahead and hot messed the back, and I think it looks great. I think it's beautiful the way it is, and I can't wait to use this journal. The front is already dry. This should be dry in about 5 minutes. But I'm excited to see um, all of my all my thoughts getting dumped into this each night. And I'm pretty excited that it was free, kind of a free gift with purchase. So again, it's the gift with purchase is through the end of January. So if you're still watching this in January and you want to get your hands on a spiral notebook like this, definitely head over to my Chalk site and pick up some crafty materials and grab this at checkout. But that's all I have for right now for today is just decorating this journal. And I can't wait for this to dry because I do just love the way it turned out. Like, it's so pretty. I love the hot mess look. And I'll be honest, when I was thinking about the sentiment over here, live life in full bloom, I was thinking about doing this to the words. So I'm glad. I like it all in the pink. That looks great. But I love that I was able to do that back here with the more detailed flowers and such. It's so pretty. I love it. I don't know. Tell me no. What do you think? Do you think I should have tried to just stick with it and do all the details of each flower? Or do you like my alternative and just adding all the colors I have and blending them together? I'll be honest. I like what I have. I'll show you what it would look like if I was stayed a little bit more detailed. But that's all for today, and I hope you come back. Definitely like and subscribe this video if you want to follow along for some more crafty Chalk Couture content. Thanks. Bye.